Performing two-dimensional simulation requires you to do the following steps. Start Advanced Simulation. You right-click on the part file and choose New File and Simulation. We're going to perform a structural analysis. And we use the NX.file solver for our application. We go to the FEM file and apply a 2D mesh. We select the body, the type of elements, and we allow the computer to choose the size of the elements. If you now zoom into the model, you see that the mesh is available. If you right click on the mesh in the navigator, you have the option to change the mesh size if you want to. If you right click on the body itself, you can apply material properties similar to the ones in a 3D simulation. And don't forget to insert the default thickness of our model as a number. If you have created the mesh and the material properties and the thickness, you can start by adding loads and constraints. We choose to apply a fixed constraint on the edge of the model, and notice that you're only allowed to apply constraints and forces on the mesh itself. You're not allowed to place it anywhere outside the mesh anymore, otherwise you will create an error. It is also possible to select more than one place or edge where you have the constraint. On the other side of the model, we want to apply a tensile force. Go to Load, New Load. We select the force. We also select the orientation of the force, and we select the edge where the force is applied. You still have to type in the size of the force and then yes, apply. We can now check if our model has any errors or not. And then we notice that there is a problem. We have a constraint which is not connected to the mesh itself. So we have to check where our model is constrained, and if we zoom in detail, we can see that we have some constraints which by accident have been applied to a part of the model which is not a part of the mesh. So we have to remove this constraint, and we have to apply a new constraint which doesn't have this problem. If we then try to solve everything, you'll notice that there is no error anymore, and we can just get our answers exactly the same as we did in the three-dimensional problem. So we can go to the result window, right click, solution 1, load it, and then we get our output or displacements and the stresses. If we zoom in, we can see that we have maximum stress concentration in one part of our model.